Hey, what's going on, everybody? Trajan here. We're looking at Venomverse number 3. And there's one thing, diversity in comics has been just taking a massive dump all over Cullen Bunn, who's the writer. And I never really understood why. He seems to be fine. He's doing Venomverse fairly well, in my opinion. And in this issue, I kind of understand. I kind of get it now. Cullen Bunn's not a great writer. And we also get to see why the Marvel Universe hates Robbie Reyes so much. I'll never figure it out. Especially since he's like the most popular diversity character they have. And they're just not doing anything with him. This issue was still good, though. And it had a really interesting kind of like surprise. And I liked it a lot. So we start off with Deadpool, who's now a poisoned, and just the poisons just they look so cool. But they keep hinting throughout this that Deadpool might still be cognizant of who he is, so the poison doesn't completely have his mind. So it's kind of hinted that he's gonna be the one that kind of like, I don't know if he saves the day, but he's gonna double turn. He's gonna turn face again. He's gonna turn to a good guy again and help out the Venoms. So they're back in the church tower as they were. We have our first kind of thing that I have an issue with Cullen Bunn. Robbie Reyes is speaking. This conversation is completely out of left field. Like, this is not what Robbie Reyes would kind of like. This is out of character for Robbie, essentially. It doesn't matter because spoiler. I mean, you'll see. It's not good. So wait, Doctor Strange is bringing forward somebody who Eddie Brock recommends, and it's Carnage. And it's just really cool. Now here's another kind of like Cullen Bunn plot point that kind of sucks. So Carnage, obviously he wants to fight Eddie Brock. He wants to brawl, but he wants a real fight. He wants a warrior's fight with Eddie, right? But Eddie doesn't. Eddie's pulling his punches. Carnage doesn't like that, and so then Carnage decides, well, I'm gonna run away and then come back when you actually want to fight me, which I feel is it's just kind of a cop out. You could have just, especially since what you're gonna have them do is you're gonna have the poisons bust in anyway. So why even go through that? Whatever, it's just retarded. We got my boy Iron Fist. The poisons just look so cool, dude. They look so cool. Anyway, so we have a fight. We realize that Carnage is the secret weapon. Carnage does really well against these jabrones. And Robbie Reyes succumbs to the poisoned. Obviously, because Marvel does not care about Robbie Reyes. This is a running theme. I'm thinking about doing a full video on this. It's a running theme. Marvel does not give a shit about Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. They just don't fucking care. And it's so transparent by the way they treat Robbie Reyes. They don't really care about diversity. They don't. Because who's your Hispanic character? Miles Morales? Probably the biggest fucking bland. He's blander than potato soup. I swear. Anyway, Doctor Strange is being captured. He's not turned. We have Robbie turning. This is kind of cool, though. Robbie Reyes as the poisoned is really cool. But it's short-lived because Carnage kills him next page. Literally, next panel, Carnage just kills him. Just destroys him. Oh my god. Like, nothing happened. And they're like, oh, and then Carnage is like, kind of like, oh, well, I killed this one. And they're like, oh, his name was Robbie. And he's just like, whatever. And I really feel that's how Marvel kind of feels about Robbie Reyes. They just don't care. Which is fine, but then don't pretend like you care about diversity. Don't do it. Because you just don't care. I want to know, is this Cullen Bunn's decision? Anyway, as you can see, I'm a little heated with that. We go back to where Doctor Doom is. So, we got Deadpool speaking with Cap. And so this is the panel where it's kind of like, all right, he's going to turn. He's going to turn on the poisoned. He freely turned into a poisoned in order to get their power and to help his guys out. That's at least what I think is going to happen. But anyway, so they're traveling. So whatever they're talking, it's not really that important. So we got Doctor Strange, and obviously, whenever you see somebody like dressed completely in white like that, they're actually a poisoned. He's got the mystical, what's it called? The guard. Whatever. He's guarding himself magically, essentially, right? So they're like, oh, you can't resist this. And then Doctor Doom comes to speak with him. And basically, this cliffhanger kind of sucks. Because they bring it up when they're traveling. When the Venoms are traveling earlier on this page where I said, like, nothing really matters. They basically just say the same thing. Where it's like, oh, they don't realize that Doctor Strange isn't bringing Venoms to help. He's bringing Venoms to feed them. It's essentially exactly what Doctor Doom says. So we kind of see that Cullen Bunn's not that great of a writer. The art is gorgeous in this. The art's beautiful. But The story advanced. We have Carnage now. So Venomverse number 4 is going to be dealing heavy with Carnage. It looks really cool. I'm still fully on board with Venomverse. I think it's going to be really good. It's just they're just like who's Caramel? They're just like little things about the Venomverse that I'm starting to notice creep up, and it's just like, okay. Them just completely dispatching Robbie Reyes the way they did, I think is just disgusting. I think it's horrible, and I actually have a massive issue with that. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to end up surviving? I actually think everyone's going to die except for Eddie and Carnage. Just let me know. Like, share, and subscribe, and that's it. See you guys later.